Hello, my dear friends. I am your host and host Santosh, and I welcome you to your channel Alpha Global. Today, we are going to talk about issue of the sweat equity shares, how the sweat equity shares are issued, and what is the procedure. Reference to Section 2, subsection 88, Section 54 of the Companies Act, read with Rule 8 of the Company Share Capital and Debenture Rules. So let's get started. So the sweat equity shares. My dear friends, let us understand what sweat equity shares means. Sweat equity shares is basically a kind of the equity shares or a class of equity share which will be issued to the employees or to the directors under section 54. And these shares can be issued at discount. And what is the reason for issuing such kind of the equity shares is that any company where these employees or the directors will be creating any kind of the value additions or will be providing any kind of their technical know-how or making available their intellectual property rights which can benefit to the company, so such individuals has to be rewarded, and one of the mode of rewarding would be sweat equity shares. So the issue of the sweat equity shares will come in picture here. So in short, sweat equity shares are the classes of equity shares which can be issued to the employees or to the directors under section 54 at a discount or for consideration other than cash for the reasons stated herein. Next, sweat equity shares are issued at discount to its employees or directors and will not be void. Now, on a general note, any shares which has been issued at discount will be void unless it is a issue of sweat equity shares. And one more reason being is that if any such debt restructuring scheme is there where the company's debt is there which is getting restructured, in that case the shares can be issued at discount. Leaving that two reasons, no other shares issued at discount are considered as valid. Therefore, in this situation, sweat equity shares can be issued at discount. For those companies which are listed, they may have to comply on issue of the sweat equity shares as per the SEBI regulations. Whereas for those companies which are not listed, they may have to comply with Rule 8 of the company share capital and debenture rules. One more point to note on the sweat equity shares is that there was a requirement for issue of the sweat equity shares only after a period of 1 year. However, this has been omitted some time back. So hence the required waiting period of 1 year is no more applicable for the sweat equity shares. The other highlights: issue of the sweat equity shares to the employees directors is required to be passed by means of a special resolution at a general meeting, and all the sweat equity shares shall rank pari passu in all respects. When we say pari passu, it means that all the rights and obligations and the existing rights which are applicable to existing equity shareholders, the same kind of the rights shall be applicable also for the sweat equity shares. Next, a company cannot issue sweat equity shares more than 15% of the existing paid up share capital or 5 crores. One more criteria which is necessary to note is that if a company, let's assume it's a company which is issuing 15% of the paid up share capital, it can allow up to 15%, but the value of such paid up share capital is exceeding 5 crores. In such situation, the maximum amount what it can do is 5 crores only. On the alternate, in case if the value of the 15% is less than 5 crores, then it can raise an issue up to 5 crores. Second, the overall issue of the sweat equity shares in any case cannot exceed 25% of the paid up share capital. So let us understand the other scenario. In case of a company which intends whose 15% of the share capital is less than 5 crores, but at the same time the 5 crores value which is being issued, which can be issued, if it exceeds more than 25% of the paid up share capital, the company may not be allowed to issue sweat equity shares more than the prescribed percentage. Hence the summary is that, so whatever may be the value cannot exceed 25% of the total paid up share capital. That is the most important thing. And anything less than that, if it is falling within 5 crores or up to 5 crores or 15% of the whichever the higher one can be given in terms of issue of the sweat equity shares. Next, startups can issue the sweat equity shares up to 50% of the paid up share capital for the first 5 years of registration. The sweat equity shares can also be issued and shall be locked in for a period of 3 years, and they shall be non-transferable. Sweat equity shares shall be issued and valued at a price determined by a registered valuer and issued for a consideration other than cash as well as for the cash, and it shall also be disclosed in the board's report. Friends, I have just tried to summarize the key highlights of the points of the sweat equity shares so it becomes very easy for you people to understand and take a note of the important matters. Now we will also be discussing on the procedure on how to issue the sweat equity shares. As you may know that for issue of the sweat equity shares there is a necessity for having a valuation report. Therefore, the first step would be to obtain a valuation report from a registered valuer on pricing of the issue of the sweat equity shares. On obtaining the necessary valuation report, the company is required to issue a notice to the board for convening a board meeting, and after a period of 7 days, or if the meeting is called at a short notice as the case may be, a board meeting has to be convened and a board resolution has to be passed proposing on issue of the sweat equity shares to the directors or the employees as the case may be. As these equity shares are to be issued to the directors or employees, an approval from the shareholders is required in this context. Hence, in the same board meeting, the board may decide on the date, time and venue of convening of the next general meeting and approve the notice and the explanatory statement and forward a copy of the registered valuation report to the shareholders. Next, the explanatory statement shall disclose such other information what has been specified in Rule 8 to A to M of the company share capital and debenture rules. You can always refer to these rules under this Rule 8, which will give a clarity of various information. Just to give a small example of the information, what kind of the information will be required to be disclosed in explanatory statement would be on the board resolution and the date on which the resolution has been passed. In addition to that one, what are the kind of the class of sweat equity shares which is being issued, the total number of the shares which are proposed to be issued, what is the kind of the limit within which it is being issued, the names of the employees, of the directors, key managerial personnel, and to what extent they have been associated, how it is going to be benefit, the justification of the report, and such other information. You can always refer to it under Rule 8 to A to M, and all this information shall be part of your explanatory statement before sending the notice and the explanatory statement to the shareholders on issue of the sweat equity shares. The next step would be to convene a general meeting, and in the general meeting you are required to pass a special resolution on issue of the sweat equity shares. Please note that when once the resolutions is passed by the shareholders, such special resolution shall be valid only for a period of 12 months within which an allotment is required to be made. So, having said that, once the resolution has been passed in the general meeting, the company is required to file a MGT 14 for the special resolution which has been passed with the ROC within prescribed time, preferably within 30 days. On receiving the necessary approval from the shareholders, the next step would be to issue the notice of holding a board meeting, and in the board meeting the boards can allot the sweat equity share. The company can thereafter file the PAS 3 for allotment of the sweat equity shares with the ROC within the prescribed timelines. The next step would be is to company to update the registers of the sweat equity shares, and the registers of the sweat equity shares shall be maintained in Form SH3. The register shall also be signed and or authenticated by a company secretary if the company is having as such, and in case if there is no company secretary, any one director or authorized person of the board shall be sufficient to sign such kind of a register. And the last step would be of issuing of the share certificates to the allottees. So this is the overall procedure on issue of the sweat equity shares. I hope this gives a good clarity on the main key steps what is required. So in short, with the first, the person is required to obtain a valuation report, and thereafter only has to initiate the board meeting and calling general meeting, and thereafter another board meeting for the purpose of allotment. The other information which I would like to share with you is on the sweat equity shares is that the special resolution is valid for a period of 12 months only, as I stated earlier. In addition, who shall be these employees and directors on the sweat equity shares? Employee shall means employee of an holding company or a subsidiary company. It can be also any permanent employee who is working in India or even abroad, and director shall mean whole-time director or not, or any such other person on the board. So this is an overview of the sweaty cutaceous. I hope you people like this video on the sweaty cutaceous and it has been helpful to you. If you like this, please click on the like button, share video, subscribe to our channel, and click on the bell icon. We'll be back with some other interesting video on some other topic shortly. Thank you so much.